So I just want to say, as a human being who believes in second chances, I respect so deeply that the focus is not just on the player, it's on the person, right? Because
Yeah,
there's a game of
absolutely.
basketball and then there's the game of life, and we know which one is more pivotal.
So Joe Dumars went on First Take to answer questions about the suspension of Draymond Green, and he went completely soft on him, acting like Draymond is some sort of victim in this. He said he wanted empathy for Draymond and that he didn't want to punish him. Take a listen here.
How did the NBA get to this decision?
So, a lot of times people get caught up into like a number, like what's the number? And we didn't want to do that. What we wanted to do was, first of all, we knew that there would be some level of punishment, but we didn't want that to be the focus. We wanted the focus to be on how can we help Draymond as well. And we thought indefinite was the best way to do that. Indefinite means get yourself right. We want to see you at your best. And the best way for you to do that is to get yourself mentally and emotionally back to where you need to be. And so that's how we got to indefinite. You want to see guys grow, Stephen. You want to see guys grow, man, and you want to do what's best for them. Look, there's a role to play here, and the role is to, when someone crosses the line, we really have to step in and adjudicate that. We have to. There's no getting around that. But we can also be human in this too. How can we help this guy? Because clearly something is going on. Clearly he's crossed the line and we have to deal with it. But there's human element, Stephen. And the human element part of this for me is we can be humans to help these guys get better and grow.
This human approach is nonsense for Draymond Green. He's been warned so many times and he's been in the league for a long time. Not only that, but Draymond is hurting other players. The goal shouldn't be to help Draymond Green. It should be to protect the other players in the league.
What does indefinite mean from a minimum perspective? We understand that the number there's no number attached to it, and I get what you were saying initially. If indefinite ends up amounting to a 5 or a 7 game suspension, that would not be a good thing. So when you say the word indefinite from a minimum perspective, can you give us any kind of clue whatsoever what that entails?
Stephen, we have no number. And here's the reason why. And please let Mike know this. The reason we don't have a number is because the help that he needs to getting himself better, is what's most important. And I don't want to, Adam doesn't want to, we don't want to put a number on you have this many games to go out and get the help that you need to get better. And so leave it as indefinite until that time comes. And that's why even when you say indefinite and then you throw out a minimum number on it like that, Stephen, you're not really living up to what you're saying that you really want to do. And so we're going to leave it as indefinite for him to get better. And when that time comes, he'll be back.
Just for clarification, very last question. What exactly, if there is something exact and specific, does Draymond Green have to do to be allowed to return to the basketball court for the Golden State Warriors this season?
We just want him to go through the process of getting better, Stephen. There's no specific, hey, you have to check this box and everything's good. We want to see him make progress, get better, come back and be the great player that he's been for such a long time with Golden State. And that's where we'll leave it. We're not going to get here and here's a box he has to check. And once he checks that, he's back and everything is good. Just get better. Take your time, get better, and then, we'll be ready when he's ready.
That last line by Joe Dumars really tells the whole story. We'll be ready when he's ready, meaning Draymond is dictating all of this. All he has to do is show a little bit of remorse, make some fake apology, and act like he's changed, and he'll be back in the league. He pretty much did the same thing with Jordan Poole. Joe gave no specific answer to the amount of games or what Draymond has to do to get back into the league. Instead, he made it all about helping Draymond. He gave Draymond all the power in this, especially when he said Draymond can come back when he feels ready. The amount of games Draymond will miss is entirely up to him. I don't think he'll miss more than 10, but I do think he'll set out a couple games to make it seem like he's changed. The NBA really botched this. They could have set an example here, but instead, yet again, they bowed down to the players and did whatever the players wanted. This type of punishment, which they don't even want to call it that, isn't going to do anything to stop Draymond in the future. He will be suspended again, and something like this will happen again. But as always, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What do you think of Joe Dumars going easy on Draymond Green? And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more NBA content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.